Welcome back. Another episode of Quarantine and Chill. I don't know what day it is. I've had a bunch of people telling me that they really like what I did. They really like what I'm doing. So I decided I was going to go ahead and put together a video to show you guys how I put together some of my DJ routines. Number one, preparation. I always like to make sure I spend a good amount of time preparing, going through instrumentals, acapellas, really just listening to the music, trying to get a feel for where the breaks are and the parts of the records that I feel like are like the bread and butter, more the meat per se of the track. Shout out to djnikk0TV. I start to write down from start to finish what I'm going to be doing in each beginning to the end. So for example, in the intro, I will have it go for maybe a break where maybe I'll let it kind of just ride out for the first 4 count or 8 count, and then I'll go ahead and get into the routine. From there, it'll be kind of maybe a little bit more soft and smooth, kind of groovy, and then it'll pick up pace on the next phrasing. So on the next phrasing, then I'll go ahead and introduce generally a new element or a new pattern. And that's how I like to build my routines. They take a lot of work. They take a lot out of me. I like to put my heart and soul into just about everything that I do. I really do believe that music is just really a reflection of who you are in time and space. So it's almost like looking into a mirror. It's the true reflection of who you are. I do want to go ahead and dive a little bit more deep into the actual software and go ahead and show you guys, some of the more technical side of what I'm doing here. So for one, you can use your iPhone. Every iPhone has built-in iMove editing software. When I first started doing a lot of my DJ routines, I would really just kind of just use it as a tool to reflect and look back and criticize myself, to then say what I could improve on. Because I know I'm not, perfect. Nobody is. Everybody's always kind of working on their, perfecting their craft. And so, I would set up the camera, make sure you get the framing good, make sure you get a nice good background, make it look clean, cut out any edges, any unnecessary things that aren't really, focused in on you and what you're trying to present. I would record the mix. I would record the live set as I'm recording the video. Go back into the software, into the iMove editing software, and very simply just layer the audio over the top of the video. Cut the edges to where I like them from start to finish. Go ahead and export, and then I would send it out. I would generally use these for feedback, showing my progression of me learning and getting better. I haven't really done any how-to videos, so I wanted to go ahead and show you guys a video on how I put together the last idea, just to give you a little bit more insight, because this was something I always struggled with in the beginning, was putting together ideas. And it really just comes down to, I think, you being able to perfect what you can do in combination with what you want to do. So you'll hear things that you'll want to be able to replicate, and then you'll have the ability to do certain things. So when I did the intro, I knew the intro was something that I could just slowly, gradually build up, and then I would have a little pattern, and then I would drop it in. So it would go something like this. I should probably record that actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and record this so you guys can get the idea for what I was talking about. So I'll do it one more time. And then I would have on this track, I would have loaded up the original, which has at the very beginning like a little scratching sound, and then when it's about to drop from the break on the one, then I'll drop this one in on the other one. Like so. And then I would listen for when the next part's gonna come.
Only ones with work in the middle of the drought. Only ones with work in the middle of the drought. Only ones with work in the middle of the drought. Only ones with work in the middle of the drought.
So that's a quick rundown of how I would actually come up with that idea. And like that, then I would go ahead and move over into our iMovie editing software, which then I would take the combination of audio and the video and then put them both together. In the iMovie editing software, you have the ability to split clips, add overlays, create fades, raise and lower volume levels. Me personally, my favorite is to be able to just go in to the actual waveform and to be able to line up where I see the start of the mix. That kind of, like this is like, looks like the beginning of where I started scratching. So I'm going to make sure that that's just a little bit on, make sure it's on beat. And I think that's good. I'll have it listen. See. All right, so that's it. I hope you guys really enjoyed that tutorial on how to create your DJ routines. Just to recap, we went over how to go about creating your ideas for your DJ routines, as well as the editing software and equipment you need to record even on a low level budget. Again, if you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe, comment, leave some feedback. You guys stay safe and stay home. Until next time.